everyone, welcome to part 2 of Little Boat Modifications. This modification video, we will be using this beautiful chair that I'm sitting on. How do you like? So we all have chairs at home, I'm sure we do. So if you want to give this a try, if you're someone who lying on your back isn't accessible for lengthy periods of time, or I've heard people say they don't want to lie down because they're afraid they can't get back up. So this video is for you. And also this, this variation or modification is great for if you're on a long flight, if you're in a waiting room at a doctor's office, bank, wherever. People might give you looks, but who cares? You got to keep your body moving if you feel stiff. You know what I mean? Okay, so finding your sit bones on the chair, just take a moment to just be in your chair. As you inhale, feel the sit bones on the chair. If it's a bit challenging, you can always do a little moving of the flesh. Pull the flesh away, feel the bones. Exhale, let them drop. Keep that upper body nice and relaxed, shoulders soft, neck soft. Good. And for this version, we're going to do the asymmetrical version, so with one leg at a time opposed to both. So drawing, let's start with the right leg, drawing the right leg in, or lifting it up, and placing the hands, interlacing the hands, the fingers, and letting the back of the thigh rest into the hands. So let the leg be heavy. Let it dangle, and let the arms and hands support you. Soft neck and shoulders. Good. And then we'll take our inhalation here. And as you exhale, again, drop those sit bones. Soften the hip flexor and draw the leg in towards the abdomen. Inhale away. Exhale towards. Inhale away. Exhale towards. And then you can take the leg slightly away from the torso and start to circle that leg. So the circling we want to happen again in that hip joint where the thigh meets the pelvis. And it's not that I'm doing it on my own. If you take your arms away or your hands away, you'll notice that the hip flexor is starting to work. It's starting to tighten. It's starting to engage. So what we're aiming to do is to release the tension so that we create more mobility and movement in that area, if that's something that you're after. So this is when the hands are so useful. So really letting the hands and arms do the work so that the leg and the hip can relax. Okay. So again, circle one way, then the other. Excellent. Bring the leg back to the center. You can give that leg a bit of a shake. And then rest the foot on the ground and grab a hold of the left leg. Inhale here, exhale, drop the pelvis. Soften the hip, draw the leg in. Inhale away. Exhale, drop and lift. Again, using the arms, keeping the shoulders and neck as soft as possible. This is where your breath is your best friend, okay? It'll help take away the working piece. And then circle. So as you can see, it's pretty simple to do on a flight or if you're on a subway. I've done this many, many a times on the subway. There you have it. Bringing it back to the center, giving it a bit of a jostle, shake, and then letting the leg rest on the ground. So for the next part, you're going to, same thing, on that exhale, draw the leg in. And then from here, you're going to externally rotate from the hip joint, turning that leg out, placing the outer part of the foot, ankle, or shin on the left thigh above the knee. And you might want to hang out here. That's absolutely fine. Breathing into that pelvis, dropping that pelvis. Or you can choose to fold over the legs. I'm taking a few breaths here. I'm using my right elbow to gently, not forcefully, but gently as I exhale and drop the pelvis. So pouring the weight of the elbow into the inner part of the leg here, not the knee, but just below and above the knee. So that little below the crease or the bend in the knee. Inhale, ease off the weight. Exhale, a little weight. You may feel the sensation going in and out of the sensation. Good. And then let that go. Come back up. Release the foot and leg on the ground. Give them a bit of a run. Good, good, good. And then let's try the other side, drawing that leg in. Externally rotate from the hip joint. Yeah. So turn the leg out. Help the foot up with your hands. Gently, so be mindful of the knee. So we're not rotating in the knee and the lower leg. It's from the hip joint, yeah? Because if we start to just aggressively bring the leg up and rotate from the lower leg down, it's detrimental to knee health. So we want to avoid that at all costs, okay? So find the rotation in the hip joint. And it might be a bit challenging if you do have tight hips, but let the hands help you, okay? But gently, gently. Gentle is key. We want our bodies to last us our lifetime, okay? So I can hang out here, breathe. So this is the variation called keyhole or thread the needle, but just sitting in the chair. And again, I can rest over the legs. Inhale, exhale, let the elbow, the weight of the elbow press gently into that inner part of the left knee crease. Inhale, come off. Exhale, pour more weight. Fantastic. And come back up. Release the leg. Run the feet a little more. So two things you can do here. You can either rest over the legs, both legs, or with both feet on the ground. Yeah. Go as far down as it feels comfortable. Mind the mic here. Okay. I want to keep breathing into the belly, breathing into that pelvis. Let the pelvis drop, drop, drop. Let the weight of the skull hang. So we're starting to find that lengthening and release in the low back here. Exhale, drop. Again, if going this far is not accessible, only go as far as it feels comfortable. So you can rest the elbows. Keep the curve in the back. Keep letting those sit bones and pelvis drop. Good. And the other version you can do, if it's accessible, you can give it a try. Give it a try by placing the heels or the foot on the chair. So it'll depend on how big the seat of your chair is. And you can hug the legs in. Again, take them wide, take them narrow, whatever is most comfortable, whatever allows you to feel settled, relaxed. And then you can, if it feels right, you can start to drop the forehead on the knees. Keep dropping that pelvis. So as you can see, this is very much like when we rest on our backs. We're just upright and sitting in a chair. Lovely. And you can do that sitting on the floor too. If bringing your legs up on the chair is a bit challenging, sit on the floor against the wall and do the same. We can move into the same position. Okay, so there's another way we can use the chair resting on our backs. So we'll go ahead and do that. If you'd like, you can join me. If not, thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for our Q&A video. Okay, and if you have those questions, please send them my way. Okay, if you are continuing to join us for the rest of the video, you're going to place your chair at the end of your mat. And again, this is where having no arms is useful. Also when you're sitting, so your elbows don't knock them and you don't feel confined by the arms. But what you're going to do is you're going to scooch your pelvis, your tushy towards the chair and let the lower legs rest on the seat of the chair. And then you'll make your way onto the ground. And of course, you can use the bolster here as well, or the couch pillows, whatever pillows you have. You can use them in this modification as well. Okay, so just taking a moment, let the legs rest on the chair. So again, I'm bringing the ground up to support the legs. So here I don't have to worry about fighting to draw the legs towards me. I can just let those lower legs relax into something. I can let the weight of the thigh bone drop into the hip joint, the pelvis drop into the ground. So if I'm someone who is quite tight, this may be a good place to start. Just bringing the breath awareness, the weight, the dropping into the ground. So inhale. Feel the areas making contact with something. As you exhale, let those areas of the body drop into your point of contact. And over time, when things start to soften and let go with the breath, I can gently start to slide either one heel towards me, which will draw that leg closer towards me. So I can do that breath practice where I inhale away, exhale, draw the leg towards. Good. And then try the other leg. Inhale away, exhale, drop the pelvis, slide the heel. Good. And then I can check in and see how both legs drawing in feels. So inhale here, do nothing. Exhale, drop the pelvis, slide the heels. Or you can do one at a time to bring both, which is less work in that low back and abdomen, which is what we want in this moment. Good. Hi, Rusty. So when you feel satisfied with that, you can just hang out, breathe, and eventually over time, when you start to gain more of that mobility in the hip joints and lower back, you can remove the chair, slide it away from you, or the next time you just try without the chair or with just the bolster. Okay, so thank you for joining us for this series. This concludes our pavanamuktasana little boat wind relieving pose series of variations, modifications, the foundation of the pose. So again, if you have any lingering questions on this series, or if again you want anything to share, if you have anything to share, please let me know and we will create a video answering those questions and sharing your ideas and perhaps making a video of that. Okay, so again, yogis, enjoy your future practices, exploring your body, your breath, your movement. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, like, share the video, comment, and we will see you on the mat very, very soon. Think love, speak love, be love. Namaste.